Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you all are.
Hello.
Hi, Mary. If you can, all just put yourselves off and unmute yourselves and cameras on. That'll be great. I have a lady in the middle that says iPad. Who are you?
I'm sorry. Well, I think that's me as well, because I
Okay.
see it on mine. Sorry. I'm Suzanne. Hello.
Suzanne, hi.
And
Nice to meet you.
as you can see, I'm a whiz with technology.
Yeah, it's
because
fine. I think we're all in the same boat. Great. Doug, if you could put your camera on and unmute yourself, that would be great. And Bernadette is here. Lovely. Thank you. Super. Okay, ladies and a gentleman, welcome. Welcome to the Italian Language Academy's tutoring sessions. My name is Mara. I have communicated with some of you. I'm your tutor and I will be doing your tutoring for the 52 weeks or your 52 lessons. I hope that I'm going to make it enjoyable enough for you to actually fall in love with the language and travel and do whatever you want to do with this Italian, which is just magnificent. And I'm very passionate about teaching Italian. I am Italian native. I was, however, born in South Africa, but my parents both were Italian. I travel to Italy frequently, and Italian is my passion, my love, and I'm Italy's ambassador. So I hope that my passion comes over to you. I do speak English, so that's why the course is very effective with people that are learning or are speaking English and battle with the Italian. You do get a lot of lessons that are just in Italian alone, and that I find a lot of people struggle with. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. I just want to get a little bit of housekeeping out the way. If anybody can't hear me or if there's a problem with the screen, please do let me know, because as you know, technology gets the better of us and sometimes I'm not aware as to what's going on and I do tend to ramble a little bit. So I have sent you all the summary checklist, which is basically an overview of what we will be covering in these lessons. If there's anything that you feel you want me to address and it's not on the list, pop me an email and then we can look and see if we have time during the lessons, because some of the lessons are longer, some of them are a bit shorter. So I do tailor make things as well. So I want to make sure that my students get the most out of these lessons, even though they're quite short. They're not as intensive as the one-on-ones. And obviously these are just, you know, for the members that have signed up and get the 52 lessons. I hope to make it as worthwhile as possible for you. So like I said, the lesson is approximately 30 minutes, and that includes the lesson itself, the exercise, and then going through the exercise with you. I do tend to ask for participation. If you feel you don't know the answer or you don't want to, just say pass and we'll move over to the next person. When we do the exercises, what you can do is go along and obviously try and do the answer yourself. You will be getting the feedback from me. So if at any time there is a question, please do let me know. But as I said, it is a 30 minutes, so we try and concise it as quickly as possible. I am available on email. So if you have any questions after the lesson and you want to ask me anything about whatever we've gone through or need clarification on anything, you're welcome to send me an email and I usually respond within 24 hours. Yeah, please continue checking your junk mail, because I've seen that there has been a few emails that have gone to junk or spam or whatever it is. So please just keep checking. If you don't receive a link or something like that, just keep checking your spam mail and make sure that Italian Language Academy is not blocked on your emails. Okay, this is the level A2. So I do believe that most of you are good with pronunciation and you have got your avere and your essere, and you do have quite a decent amount of vocab. So what I want to do today, just to quickly get to know each of you, understand what your journey is with Italian, and then we'll take it from there. What I do want to emphasize is if you feel at any point that this lesson or class is a bit too advanced for you and you feel you want to go a bit further back, we can move you to the A1 level. It's not a problem. So if you at any time feel overwhelmed or if you're feeling underwhelmed, then let me know as well, because we would then move you to the B1. Because there are a few that have just gone over the A2 level, and there's a few that are just on the A2 level. So there might be a bit of disparity. So please, at any time, let me know, because like I said, I'm passionate about making sure that as many people who want to learn Italian have the opportunity to do so in the best way possible. So we're here to try and help. Okay. That's it. Then the last thing is the lessons are set for different time zones. I'm sure now we'll hear everybody which time zone you're in. But when you move to daylight savings, please do check it and make sure that you adjust your lesson accordingly, because our lesson time won't change. Mm-hmm. Okay. Any question? Good. Good start.
Are you on daylight savings time?
No, we're not. I'm in South Africa, so we're not on daylight savings. So my time stays the same.
Okay.
Okay. Good. All right. Let's go around the screen so that we can just introduce, and if you can just tell me your name, where you're from, what your level is of Italian, and what your goal is with Italian, and basically so we can all get to know each other and then start off our journey together. All right, let's start with Mary at the top.
Me? I'm Mary Beth. And now I can't remember what you asked me to do. I'm in the United States. I'm in Virginia, near Washington, D.C.
Nice.
And I have always loved everything Italian. I've been to Italy 4 times now, and I enjoy pretending to speak Italian. I try to speak Italian with everybody that I meet, and it's just fascinating. It's fun. I love it. I love to cook Italian. I'm looking forward to going to Sicily in September, and I know they speak dialect over there. I don't think I'm going to try that, but yeah, I love learning the language, and here I am.
Excellent. What level are you at? Where do you feel you are with the Italian? Do you feel that you can converse comfortably, your pronunciation? Where do you feel you have trouble?
I've been told I have a very good accent. When we were in Assisi the last time, my husband proudly proclaimed to one of the shopkeepers that, oh, she's been studying for 2 years. And I said, no, don't tell them that, because then they'll expect more from me. But no, I'm able to understand more than I think. It's the responding. I know how to ask a question, but then getting the answer, I don't always understand everything that I've been told. And responding quickly to a question is the challenge.
Good. Okay.
So I've been on the test that I took, I'm somewhere between an A2 and a B1, I think.
Yes. There's actually, I think most of you are at that stage. That's why it's important for me to make sure that I teach you enough, more than what you know, and just enough to make sure you're not at the A1 level, which is great. Fabulous. Thanks, Mary. Well, I'm glad to hear that you enjoy cooking, so we'll exchange recipes in this class as well.
I'm excited to be here.
Thank you. Welcome. Right, Mary on the other side.
Okay. So my name is Mary Hesdorfer. I split my time between New York City and Annapolis, Maryland. I'll be in New York until May. Planning a trip to Italy, I think probably in May. I've gone many, many times. Have some very good friends who my husband, who was schooled in South Africa, actually from college, who live in Tuscany, that we visit quite often with. I tested B1, but I probably speak like I'm a 3-year-old. Really have a lot of trouble with pronouns, even remembering that they exist. I kind of barge through things, but I really do need a lot of help speaking. You know, I've got a lot of words in my head, but they just don't come out of my mouth correctly, which you will see as the teacher.
Yes. That's actually everybody's problem. That's why I did compile this course, because I find, most of the lessons are all very geared towards the grammar, but
Mhm.
very little about the conversation and actually getting that confidence of being able to say what you want to say and put the vocabulary into action. Perfect. Excellent.
Mhm.
Let's go to Eileen.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, I had to switch to my headphones. My name is Eileen, and I also split my time. I'm splitting my time currently between Seattle, Los Angeles, and London. So currently in London right now. I would say, so I have taken like a classroom type of Italian lessons at one point for about 3 months or so. I can understand generally if it's spoken a bit slower, what the gist of the conversation is, but conversationally, like it's harder for me to reply back. So the translation's happening in my head, but like trying to like, as I think a couple people have mentioned, responding is much more difficult for me.
Right. Okay.
So I'm hoping to improve in that area.
The conversation is key. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Thank you. Welcome, Suzanne.
Hello, I'm not American, so shocker there. I'm actually Irish. I'm in Derry in Northern Ireland.
Right.
We have been going to Italy for over 30 years, so much so our daughter, when she was getting married, got married in Tuscany because she just so loves the places we do. We're lucky enough we have a small holiday home in Abruzzo.
Oh.
So we get over about 4 times a year, you know, for short enough stays longer in the summer.
Yeah.
My level is really, really, really basic, really basic. I did score between A2 and B1, and I was kind of shocked because that's not how I perceive myself to be at all. When I'm reading something, I can work out what it is, but like everybody here, I can ask very basic questions, but sometimes the response, I need to kind of replay it in my head, because when I walk away from the person, I go, oh, now I know what they said, because I'm just not understanding like that. And what I would like to be able to do with it is just to speak to my Italian neighbors, because I think it's a question of respect. Yes. That you don't just arrive in somebody's country and not really try, and they're lovely, but at the minute we're communicating through smiles and waves, and I would like to be a bit more than that. And I'm just really excited and really scared of these lessons. So there you go.
Well, to be scared, no. It's a very informal, it's very casual, and I try and make you as comfortable as possible. Like I said, I'm here to help you to get to that conversation level, because I'm actually tired. I mean, I'm a tutor by profession, and I've been doing this for over 15 years. And my focus when we do the grammar, I find my students battle afterwards to get into the conversation. So I'm really focusing on making sure that you can start implementing what you've been taught, implementing what you know, because very few people do that. And I think that's what's lacking. And especially for Italian, because I know I speak English. When I go to Italy, I always help the English speaking people with the Italian, because they can try to speak Italian, but it's difficult unless somebody's actually gotten out from them to speak. And that's also a problem, because people are scared. They think they know, they're not sure, so they don't want to speak, and then they kick themselves because they actually knew what to say and then they didn't say it. So I'm here to force it out of you. Good. Nina, how are you? Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice to meet everyone. I'm Nina, and I live in the deserts of Arizona.
Oh, wow.
Very close to Mexico. And we're very lucky today. We have a rainy day for a change.
Lovely.
So everyone's excited to see rain. My father is 100% Italian, though he was raised in Belgium. And then after I was born, we moved to the United States. My mother's American. And I recently went back to, in September and October, I went and visited my grandfather's hometown in Trentino. So we're Trentini. And I had gotten a scholarship from the province of Trentino and took an icon course for 10 months because I knew there wouldn't be many people speaking English in that part of Italy. And I was right. There weren't many people speaking English, but surprisingly, there was a lot of people named Osana, which I never see here in the United States. So I want to be able to continue exploring my roots in Val d'Anon.
Excellent. Super. All right. Well, thank you. Welcome. And Bernadette, how are you? Welcome.
Thank you. I am originally from England. I currently live in Cincinnati, Ohio. My grandfather was born in Cassino, Italy, and emigrated with his family as a young man, I believe, to England. And I went to Italy for the first time a couple of years ago, and I swear I felt like I'd gone home. So it is my ambition to spend a lot more time in Italy. And I'm planning perhaps this year to do a tour of potential places to perhaps buy a retirement home and spend a lot more time there.
Wonderful.
And I kind of relate to some other members here in that, you know, I tested in the B1 and I thought, oh, I don't think I was that high. I lack conversational practice because I'm purely self-taught with apps and it's kind of online videos and things. So I don't get the opportunity to practice conversation. So I kind of listen to a statement or I read a statement and it takes me a while. And then I kind of, you know, I get to, oh yeah, that's the translation. But in regular conversation, you don't get to do that. So that's where I am.
Okay, good. Thank you. And Doug, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning. I am Doug. I am in Salt Lake City, Utah. So mountain desert.
As well.
The reason I want to learn Italian is I was very fortunate in December to get my dual citizenship. So I am now an Italian citizen as in addition to an American citizen. That process took 6 or 8 months, most of which I had to spend in country. And I found myself to be definitively at a loss for not being able to communicate with anybody. I mean, we had neighbors who desperately tried and I just kind of felt it was, I couldn't do it. And now as a citizen, it's my intention to go ahead and live there. So my employer is multinational and I'm hoping that they can afford me an opportunity to go move to Italy. So as a matter of respect, I need to learn that language. The problem I have is learning languages in general. I've tried Spanish and German and I get to the same point in time, which is I think I can read it pretty well. But when I hear, I can get 3/4 of a way through a sentence, and if I hit a piece of vocabulary that I don't know, my brain becomes paralyzed. And then it doesn't matter what you say after that point, I completely forget the entirety of what's been said. So, and I don't know whether it's I need to understand formality or whether I just need to get more accustomed to question and answer. You know, more programmed response as opposed to actual knowledge.
No, you know, as I see, this group is actually all on has the same problem. You've all been exposed to Italian. You've all got vocab. You can all read it because the test actually showed me that. That's why I actually put you into the A2 group, because putting you at an A1 level would be silly because you do have enough knowledge to actually start the conversation going. And that's what you need to be doing. So what I will do on the lessons, I am going to bring in grammar, obviously, because you will need to understand the biggest problem in Italian we have is that everything has an article, and that article is always related to the adjective and to the verb, and everything connects. The moment you understand how everything connects, that's when your conversation will start flowing. You're already at a point where you know verbs, you know vocabulary, you know pronouns. It's a question of putting it together. That's where the problem comes with the conversation. So there will be some grammar. We will be doing a lot of exercises and we'll be doing a lot of practice because that's what you need. Just learning formal grammar and going on the YouTube and on the apps, it's not going to help you converse. It's just going to build up your knowledge. Okay, so that's perfect. So what I would like to do quickly is I'm going to bring up on the screen a little short story. We're going to go around the screen. If everybody can read me a sentence, what I want to do is just listen to your pronunciation and see if you understand what the sentence means. If you don't, it's fine, not a problem, just so that I can get an idea and a feeling as to where you are. Okay, I'm just going to bring it up. And here we go. Can you all see it?
Yes.
Good. Excellent. All right. So let's go around how we started. We'll start with Mary Beth. If you can just read 2 sentences for me and then see if you understand, and then we'll move to the next person and we'll go around until we've all had a chance to let me hear your pronunciation. Incidentally, if the Zoom cuts out at any point and the lesson terminates without a formal termination, just re-log on with the same details. Okay, all right, let's start, Mary.
All right, Elena e Caterina hanno 37 anni e sono sorelle. Non sorelle qualsiasi, sono infatti gemelle.
Read one more sentence for me.
Oh, fin da quando erano piccole, nessuno è mai riusciti a distinguerle, nemmeno I parenti più stretti o gli amici più fidati.
Good, thank you. Do you understand the sentences?
The first one, I think I do. Elena and Katerina are 37 years old and they're sisters.
Good.
But they're not just sisters, they're in fact twins.
Good.
When they were little, nobody could distinguish between them.
Good.
Nemmeno, I don't know that. Nemmeno, oh, they're relatives. Something about their relatives and their friends.
Okay,
Neither their relatives or their friends.
Good, correct. Excellent. Okay, next. Mary.
Genitori alla nascita hanno deciso di riconoscerle con 2 braccialetti di colore diverso. Elena ha sempre portato e portata ancora un braccialetto di colore giallo. Caterina ha sempre portato e portato ancora un braccialetto di colore azzurro.
Good.
So when they were born, it was decided to give them bracelets of different colors so you could distinguish between. Elena was yellow and Caterina was blue.
Good. Right. Next.
I think that's me, is it?
Sorry.
Yes, Suzanne, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, maybe I'm jumping ahead. I am, sorry.
Eileen, it's you.
Okay, it's me. So did we finish off at Azzurro?
Yes, Azzurro.
Okay. Okay. Con il passare del tempo, quei braccialetti sono diventati compagni inseparabili di Elena e Caterina. Da bambine, quando andavano in piscina, in campeggio, ad una festa di compleanno o ad una gita scolastica, facevano sempre attenzione a non perderli.
Good. Good accent. What do you understand?
With I guess the passage of time, they, I don't know, their braceletti bracelets are changed. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. From the time they were kids or young babies, when they left the swimming pool and camping, and a birthday party,
Mhm.
or oh, I forgot what Jita, scholastic something,
School trip.
on a school trip. They always something about losing something. I'm not
Good.
sure.
Good, no problem.
Yeah.
Thanks. All right,
Okay.
next, Suzanne.
Più crescevano e più diventavano identiche. Erano praticamente due gocce d'acqua, ma che una cosa che nessuno ha mai saputo, un grandioso segreto che le due sorelle hanno sempre mantenuto.
Good. What do you understand?
Okay, not an awful lot, I have to say. As they grew,
Yeah,
they got even more alike.
good.
They were like two drops of water,
Good.
gocce d'acqua, is that right?
Good. Good.
It was something people didn't understand,
Yeah.
how they two became even more alike. Don't know if that's right.
Good. So your first part you got spot on, so you knew more than what you thought.
And then the second,
The second part is there's something that no one ever knew or understood. It was the greatest secret that the two had, and they always maintained. And it was their secret that people didn't know about.
okay.
Okay. Next.
I don't know who's next.
Yeah, that's you, Nina.
Oh, okay. È iniziato tutto tanti anni fa quando Elena e Caterina avevano 12 anni. Era una bella giornata di maggio e fuori splendeva il sole. More?
Yeah, carry on.
Ok. Quel pomeriggio Elena doveva uscire con la madre per comprare un nuovo costume da bagno per il corso di nuoto.
Good. Okay, what do you understand?
Let's see. The beginning. Oh, wait a minute. I lost it.
Sorry. I
Okay,
moved it
there we
up.
go. There we go. At the beginning, and every year when Elena and Katerina were, I don't know, 10 years old, there was a beautiful day in May with flowers and a sunny day. This afternoon, Elena went out with her mother to buy a new bathing suit to have a swimming lesson.
Good. Okay. Next.
Non ne ho proprio voglia, disse Elena e Caterina. Sto finendo di leggere un libro avvincente e non voglio certo abbandonarlo per cercare uno stupido costume. In
Excellent.
più non mi piace girare per negozi per ore con mamma che mi fa provare mille cose e non si decide mai.
Okay. Good. What do you understand?
Very little.
Try anything? No.
No, not enough to put anything together.
Together. Okay. Good.
I see business, I see a stupid suit, and
Okay.
that's, yeah.
All right. So now what I see is pronunciation Most of you can read. Pronunciation is a little bit of a problem. The main thing you need to remember with Italian pronunciation is your vowels. Every vowel is consistent. So you've got your A, your E, your I, your O, and your U. It doesn't change. It's not like English. There's no silent, there's no highs, there's no lows. They are consistent. Okay, so it's important to sound out your vowels. Because if you do that, when your words come out, you will actually be understood by an Italian. Okay, so it's important to do that. What I'm going to do for all of you, I'm going to send you a PowerPoint presentation on pronunciation. Have a look at it at your own time during the week. And then next week, when we meet again for the lesson, we will go over it if there are any questions. It's very basic. It's very concise. You'll get through it very quickly. And if you implement what I suggest you do in that PowerPoint, your pronunciation will be very good. Okay. As far as now putting things together, this story, I'm going to also email all of you. It's going to be the story we work on for the next couple of weeks as well. It's got the summary in English, so it will help you. What I suggest you do when you have time, slowly translate it for yourself, because this is how you will start building up vocabulary and you will start putting sentences together. All right. So that is what we're going to start with. Next week, then we will start with formal grammar. We will go over the verb essere and avere when it's used in the present tense. I'll have exercises for you to go through of how to use those verbs in the present tense. And like that, you will then start learning how to use them in conversation. Va bene?
Va bene.
Any questions?
No.
No?
No.
Are you all
No.
happy with the program and how we are going to proceed?
Very.
Okay, good. Next week when we start, we will have 5 or 10 minutes after the lesson to have a little bit of a conversation in Italian. I'll have a topic. That topic we're going to work around and we're going to start talking about it. More than likely, the topic is going to be about food. La cucina italiana. Va bene. Okay.
Bene.
So
Bene.
I hope you're all happy with that. I hope I've excited you enough to get conversing, and we will all meet again next week. There's a couple that haven't managed to come yet because it's still early in the year. So we've got another 3 or 4, I think it's 3 or 4 people still joining the class. So we look forward to next week. I will send you all the emails. Check your spam. You should have the PowerPoint presentation as well as the story to work on. All right. Good.
Grazie.
Prego. Buona
Grazie.
serata, buona giornata to all of you in the morning. Have a lovely day. And I think, Dan, you're coming close to evening like I am. So
Yeah.
you have a good evening. Good.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you
Arrivederci.
so much. Arrivederci. Ci vediamo
Arrivederci.
prossima settimana.
Prossimo.
Ciao a
Ciao.
tutti.
Ciao.
Ciao.